25 minutes before 11 o'clock. At the risk of embarrassing myself a little bit, I want to tell you a story because I think it might help somebody out there.
Okay.
And my story goes like this. You might have heard me say something, I need to go to the doctor for my leg. I had this thing. So let me just tell you about it real quickly because I think it works perfectly with this interview we're about to do. Maybe 2 months ago, I had this sore on my shin, on my leg. It developed into like an open wound, and it wouldn't go away. No matter what I did, it wouldn't go away, wouldn't go away. My lower leg on my left leg has always been kind of swollen, or at least for the last 5, 6, maybe even 10 years, it's been swollen. Okay. Anyway, so I went online to try and self-diagnose this thing, and a lot of the things I read indicated type 2 diabetes. Okay, could be the cause. So I was kind of afraid that that's what the doctor was going to say. I went to the doctor a week ago. Was it a week ago today?
Yes.
And anyway, long story short, I got the good news. No, it's not type 2 diabetes. And so I was really grateful for that. I mean, really grateful. They didn't tell me anything like I was even borderline or anything like that. So, but I easily could be because I don't eat really well, you know? Mm-hmm. So eating well, I mean, it was like a wake-up call. Just even though that's not what it was, and even though they figured out what it was, and now it's so much better. Today I go to get the bandage taken off. So, but the point is that I've been, you know, not the best eater, you know, and you know that, Rom, because you eat with me.
Yeah.
You know, I go to like a salad bar and I use a load of, what's it called again? That stuff I like? The dressing, the blue cheese dressing.
Oh, blue cheese. Yeah.
So it's healthy, but then not really. All right, so we have a beautiful book. Looks like it's written by a beautiful lady. She's on the phone. She's got an amazing resume. Listen to this. Brooke Griffin is the creator of SkinnyMom.com. She was a cheerleader for the NFL. She's the 2009 Fitness Universe champion. She's a contributor to Oxygen, Women's Fitness, TED Book, American Baby, GQ, ABC, ESPN, Fox, NBC, and CBS. Wow. And she's written this really beautiful, very well illustrated. I heard you say on the phone how beautiful the photography is, and absolutely.
It's wonderful.
The book is called Skinny Suppers, 125 lightened up, healthier meals for your family. So I'm all ears from this point forward. Brooke Griffin. Good morning, Brooke. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, and excuse me for indulging by. I wanted to tell my story. I thought somebody might benefit from it, you know, because eating healthy could actually reverse a bad situation, right? Health-wise.
I mean, absolutely. And, you know, I'm glad that you shared your story because I had, I'm not sure that it was a similar wake-up call, but my own version of a wake-up call. And that's really what inspired the cookbook and the blog. Because in 2011, I had just had my son, and I had gained almost 70 pounds during my pregnancy. So it was definitely a far cry from my former fitness days. And during my pregnancy, I was going through an unexpected divorce. I was struggling with depression and anxiety. So as a way to start taking better care of myself, I started doing home workouts, and I started cooking versions of my family's favorite recipes and making them lightened up with skinny swaps. Posted them to a blog I started called SkinnyMom.com, where moms get the skinny, and it just kind of took off from there. Moms started coming to the site each month. We started connecting, and that's what inspired the cookbook.
Oh, wow. Well, good for you. Oh, you just inspired a whole listenership, I think. Yeah, the food looks really delicious, so we'll talk about the food. But I mean, I'll share this with you too. I need to lose weight, okay? And what happened with my leg was that the blood isn't getting back up because I need to lose weight. Okay, so I mean, this is really an important issue for probably not just me, but a lot of people, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So as a former cheerleader, I mean,
NFL cheerleader.
Yeah, you look great. Does it say what team? What team were you cheerleading for? Does that? Are you?
I cheered for the Cincinnati Bengals.
There you go.
Nice.
Seasons.
There you go. Oh, this one's got chopsticks.
That's a challenge.
Baked, sweet, and sour chicken. So some of these things, okay, like what would you have eaten? Did you remove anything totally from your diet, like mayonnaise?
No, well, what I did is I refer to a lot of things as skinny swaps. So something like mayonnaise, I swapped it out, as you'll see in most of the recipes, with non-fat Greek yogurt. And, a lot of people are like, how could that have a good taste?
Oh,
but
really?
believe it or not, it's a great swap. And that's just one of the many swaps that I, kind of use throughout the cookbook. But it saves a lot of calories and a lot of fat, and it has great flavor.
Okay, so what would you make tuna fish with?
I would make it with, so I have two favorite recipes, but one uses non-fat Greek yogurt, a little bit of lemon juice and salt and pepper, but then the other one actually replaces the mayo with avocado.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I'm learning to like avocado. My mom makes an
Me too.
avocado dip, and I'm learning to like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a good fat, and it's really good for you.
We have noticed that the preparation time of the meals is really quick, and you don't have to make the meal that same day. You can leave it in the refrigerator and just come home and just put it in the oven the next day for your dinner.
Yeah, that was important, for me to call those recipes out in the cookbook. So some of them are less than 30 minutes, a lot of one pots, a lot of casseroles. So really any home cook can make the dishes. And then anytime you see that twice as nice, that's what it means, is it means it's going to be reheated and taste just as good, if not better, on that second day.
Really? So is this pepperonis or is this a pepperoni substitute? The Supreme Pizza Pasta Casserole. That looks like a bunch of pepperonis on top.
Yeah, so it's actually lean turkey pepperoni, but that's a go-to recipe in my family. We do that probably 2 or 3 times a month.
Really? Did you see that one?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's great.
Ooh, that looks wonderful.
Sorry, we're distracted by the book you sent us.
Yeah, but you have everything you need in this book because you count calories, you tell about the carbohydrates, the fiber, the sugar, the protein, and so many diets these days, it's either one or the other. They don't incorporate everything, and you do, and that's amazing.
Oh, well, thank you. That was important that I worked with a fantastic registered dietitian on this cookbook, and I wanted to make it so that anyone that picked it up could make the recipes and really see what they were taking in so they could use it as a weight loss tool. Because I think, many of us are trying to live healthy, but some of us, want to lose a couple of pounds as well.
And you don't want to miss anything because I know if I go on a diet and then I cut something out, I'm craving that something so bad that all of a sudden I cave and I'll have more of it
Nutty
than
bar.
if I just indulge. I love Nutty Bars. They are so good. That's them. Yeah, you got it.
I ate Robin's last Nutty Bar yesterday.
Well, he asked. Larry asked.
I did
said,
ask.
Sure, go ahead.
But I tell
share
you,
that.
when somebody says to you, Brooke, when somebody says, "Are you going to finish that?" Don't you say, "No, no, go ahead, you eat it."
Another good thing about your book is that it's for the whole family. I mean, your children won't know that they're eating as good as they're eating. Everything looks really delicious.
Yeah, I mean, my 5-year-old was a taste tester, and my family tasted most of the recipes as well. So you're not going to have to make 2 dinners, because I think there's nothing more frustrating than cooking for the parents and cooking for the kids. So these all work for the whole family.
I'm looking at a picture of your little guy, a handsome little guy.
Oh, thank you.
Eating Parmesan chicken nuggets. That's my son. My son always loved chicken nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
When he was little. He probably still does. He's 30 now. But so all these recipes, it says 350 calories or less, right? For most of
Yeah,
them?
most of them. Mm-hmm.
Wow. So you could eat all day long. Let's see. Well,
Well, what do you recommend? Because sometimes people eat like 7 tiny meals in a day. Other people eat like 3 regular size. Some people eat just like 1 big one and a snack later on. How do you manage to eat with all these recipes?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think it's, or at least the approach I choose is to do 5 to 6 small meals a day. And then, of course, dinner or supper is probably my largest meal. But as a general rule, I tell any moms or dads that are cooking for the family, with your dinner and all of your side dishes, to try to keep it between 450 to 550 calories. That's a optimal number to kind of shoot for if you are eating, those smaller meals throughout the day.
Brooke, I have an idea for a side business for you.
Yes.
Sell that apron. Do you see this apron?
Yeah.
She's got is that a cute apron?
It's cute.
Oh man, everybody would send you an order for that.
That's right.
do you know you? I think you dedicated the book to your grandmother, if I remember right. Somewhere it said something like that.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you something. Your opinion. A lot of times we hear we should eat this, we should eat that, we shouldn't eat this, we shouldn't eat that, because otherwise you're going to die young. And you think, my grandmother lived to be 93, and she made food like the old world way. She cooked potatoes a certain way. She cooked. Is there a certain amount of truth to that? Do you think that we brought it on ourselves by depending on fast foods and by depending on microwave stuff, etc.?
Yeah, when my granny, I did dedicate the cookbook to her, and she's still living today, still cooking today. She's such a great cook. But one of the things I learned from her is she uses real butter, she uses real oil, she uses a lot more of it than I do, which is a difference in how we cook. But I think there's something to that, and just using or trying to cook for our families, and not trying to eat takeout and the the process. But I will say that in the cookbook, I try to balance it, because I think it's all about balance, because following a really strict non-processed diet is very difficult, and it's sometimes unrealistic for families. So I tried to balance it, a lot of fresh with a lot of pantry staples, and then some convenience foods.
And you always are encouraging in your book chats. You even give people ideas to start conversations around the dinner table, instead of getting your plate buffet style, sitting on the couch and watching television.
Yeah. You could start it with this sentence. Are you going to eat that? You going to finish that? That's good.
But you came up with some nice topics.
Yeah, I think when we get around the dinner table as a family, sometimes because the TV and the iPads have been, part of it for so long, sometimes we just don't even know, interesting conversation to have with our family. So hopefully you can browse through the cookbook and maybe come up with a few, topics that you want to kind of throw out to get the family talking again.
So how are you doing now? You look great, and you sound pretty happy. Is everything all right in your life?
Yeah, I would have never dreamed that the blog is now my full-time job. So we have we're headquartered downtown Cincinnati. So I have a small little team that work with me every day, and we still try to post workouts and recipes and encourage women to live healthy. And I'm a happy, mom to my 5-year-old. And
that's awesome.
Wonderful. Yeah,
that's
he's
awesome.
5. He's getting ready to be finished with preschool. Time goes by so fast.
Yeah. Well, he looks very handsome. The book is called Skinny Suppers, and it is written by our guest, Brooke Griffin. She's on the phone right now. You're in Cincinnati right now?
Yes.
You got a southern accent. Where are you from?
So I grew up in a small town called Corbin, Kentucky. That's just right close to the Tennessee line in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Sounds like Kentucky, right? Sounds like a Kentucky.
Yeah.
All right. We'll continue this conversation on the other side of the break. Let's take a little break, sell a few things, and we'll be right back with Brooke to talk some more about the food. I think what we should focus on is the things you substituted. We kind of hit on a little bit.
Oh yeah,
right.
That's a good
because
idea.
everybody wants to know. Okay, I love hamburgers. What did you do to make them less fattening? I love pepperoni. You already told that it was turkey pepperoni. Mm-hmm. What did we have the other day? We had turkey bacon.
Yes, turkey bacon, which was really good.
It didn't have quite the flavor, but it was not bad.
Yeah, it was okay.
Hey, do you like that, Brooke?
I do. I like turkey bacon, but you can also bake your regular bacon, which is going to cut down on half the fat and calories.
Oh, I like that. Bake the regular bacon. There we go. We're sold.
We'll get the details. Let's take that break, and we'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. This Tuesday, partly sunny with highs ranging from 81 at the coast to 89 inland. Clear Tuesday night, low 64 inland, about 70 along the coast. For Wednesday, partly sunny with a shower or thunderstorm in spots in the afternoon, but mainly dry along the coast. The high 83 at the coast, 89 inland. Thursday, partly sunny and very warm, high 85 at the coast, up to 92 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
Hey, this is Dan. Let me ask you a few questions. Does your boat look better with the cover on? Has your car's interior seen its better days? Stop using a towel to cover up those rips in the golf cart. Isn't it about time you had it restored to better than new with a custom upholstery from Captain T? Captain T's Upholstery has been right here in Ocala for nearly 20 years, so they know how to make your ride one of a kind. Whether you want to take that classic ride back to a factory look or put your favorite sports team front and center, Captain T's Upholstery is who to call. 352-369-1810. That's 352-369-1810. Or stop by their location, 5030 South Pine Avenue in Ocala, just past the drive-in. And of course, don't forget to visit them on the web, CaptainTUpholstery.com.
The very best in quality is Captain T's Upholstery.
You've got a garden and we've got a show for you called You've Got a Garden with your host, Master Gardener Carol Ann Baldwin. Carol Ann answers your questions about your flowers, your veggies, your grass, your trees, even questions about your bugs. And she's only on WOCA, so don't miss Carol Ann Baldwin and You've Got a Garden each Tuesday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WOCA The Source.
Man, it's a beautiful day out there. Beautiful Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in. Let's return to Brooke Griffin. She's on the phone up in Cincinnati, and she's got this beautiful book. It's called Skinny Suppers, 125 Lightened Up Healthier Meals for Your Family. And we were just talking during the break, Brooke, Robin and I, about how a lot of times we'll have these books and the meat is replaced by tofu or they're just simply meatless.
Yeah.
But you actually, I mean, I like the idea. It's kind of hard to go vegan, you know?
Right.
So turkey works.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, turkey works for me. It's better than that tofu stuff. Do you like the tofu stuff?
You know, I can do it every now and then, but I'm a meat and potato kind of girl.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
What do you use for butter? What do you put on your potatoes? Anything?
Well, so I actually I'll use real butter and lightened up sour cream. I just use a lot less than typically is served with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just hear it. I'm probably going in one ear after the other. On a baked potato, I put so much on. See, this is why
I do too.
That's why I'm fat.
Well, your book not only has main dishes, but you also have incorporated the side dishes as well, because sometimes you don't ever know what to serve with an entree.
Yeah, and I think that really rounds out, your dinner when you have your entree and your side dish. And I packed it full of like 25 of my favorite side dishes. One that comes to mind is I actually do a skinny sweet potato biscuit, and these biscuits are less than 100 calories, and actually the skinny swap is the sweet potato. So you're going to use a full sweet potato in the biscuits, and so they come out tasting really nice, and you can have this bread serving with every meal if you wanted to, because it's so light in calories.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's what we wanted to focus on. We wanted to focus on some of the substitutes you do. It says here you have 700,000 newsletter subscribers, 500,000 Pinterest followers, 300,000 Facebook fans. Well, I'm going to have to be a Facebook fan because that's the one I use is Facebook. It says real women and moms between the ages of 24 and 64 who are looking to cook for themselves and their families. Oh, and there's all kinds of accolades from different people. Well, Robin will send you one because Robin said she's going to make some of these recipes, right?
Yes.
You have one?
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Which one, Robin? Which one are you going to do?
I like the slow cooker chicken pot pie because I love chicken pot pies.
And I don't know about you, but I love the slow cooker. It's so easy. It's probably one of my favorite kitchen tools.
Oh, yeah, because you just load it up in the morning and you plug it in and then you're all set.
Have you ever made scrambled eggs in a microwave? I do this. It's really easy. You just mix them up, put them in there, and they're not scrambled. They're kind of flat and omelette-y, but
They still taste good.
It still tastes great. Yeah, they got a funny color to them too. I don't know if you ever did this.
I love the Caribbean jerk chicken with your mango salsa and with the rice too. I think that's a really filling dish.
Yeah, and that one's great too because a lot of people love, heating up the grill this time of year, and so you can grill the chicken and it has good flavor.
Mm-hmm. Excellent.
Do you think chickens have a soul? When a chicken dies, And he looks back and says, what are they doing with my body? Look, they call me a jerk. Look at that. Chicken jerk. I just gave up my life for those people. I just gave him. Let's see. So cheese. What do you use? Real cheese?
So with the cheese, I usually do a mixture. Sometimes I'll use reduced fat cheese if I have to use a lot of it, because just nutritionally the calories can come in a little bit lower in the fat. But if I'm just using a little, then I'll sometimes use real cheese, especially when it comes to Parmesan cheese or certain types of cheese, feta, where you just need a really bold flavor. I've found that the real stuff works if you use it in smaller amounts.
If you're looking at the streaming video of Robin and I talking to Brooke, you probably can't see my face completely because I put the book up so you could see the book. And I would like to give that book to one of you. So if you call me right now, it's yours. It's a nice hardcover book. It's really well done. And it's got way more than we've even begin to talk about. So let me give this one away. And then, Brooke, if you could tell us how to buy the book, that'll be good for the rest of us. Good morning. You've got the book. Who's this?
Oh, good. This is Kathy. I love it, Larry.
Kathy, you got it. You're going to like this book.
I know. I'm near you right now too, so I'm going to come get it.
All right. It'll be waiting for you. Right now, it's starring in a major video production.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful. Okay.
Thank you, Kathy.
Right, bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So the book is for sale. Do you have it on your website, Brooke?
We do have it on the website, but it's available wherever books are sold. And the website is skinnymom.com.
Oh, skinnymom.com. That's
and
easy.
is your skinnymom.com website interactive? Are people able to visit it and leave comments for you, and then you can respond to them if they have questions?
Oh, yeah. You can leave comments on the website or any of the social media accounts at Skinny Mom, and I can get back to you. I try to get back in real time as often as possible. So, but definitely within the day, I can answer comments and get back with anyone.
Yeah, because sometimes people need mentors when they're starting something new, and it's so nice to have someone on their side like you.
Oh, and we actually, speaking of mentors, we have a community of active moms, and there's probably at least several thousand moms that are commenting in real time all day long that just help answer questions. So it's a great support system.
Oh, excellent.
Okay, I just liked your page, but I'm not going to sign up because this looks like a ladies' place. I probably won't be welcome here. But, no, I know what it's like. I'll stay out of it. Oh, there's a man in the group.
Yeah, right.
But look at this. Look at this what is this blueberry bread? That looks really good. Blueberry.
Oh, that's lemon loaf. I bet that's the one you're looking at.
Yeah. 20.
It's good.
Oh, is that in the book?
That one is not. Everyone keeps joking. Am I going to do a second book? Is it going to have skinny desserts? So we'll see. I got to get to work on those, though.
Okay, skinny desserts.
Oh, when you do your vegetable bake, can you use all of the vegetables, but they're already frozen and cut up, or do you recommend just to get the fresh vegetables and cut them up yourself?
No, actually, I give both options throughout the cookbook. So I think, fresh is best, but frozen it's going to be great, and the flavor's still going to be there. So if that helps with convenience and saves time, I say do it.
Yeah, like I said in the beginning, we're trying to eat healthier. So frozen vegetables have become, they're really affordable, too.
Yeah, they are.
Yes.
I mean, you get a bag for 98 cents of what do they call snow peas?
Yes.
Boy, I never realized how much I like snow peas. Yeah. Snow peas are really good. Skinny suppers, go to skinnymom.com. I love the photograph, by the way, of you and your little boy. I mean, you're wearing that cute apron, but he's just got the best smile on his face.
He does.
You guys have a great relationship, don't you?
Oh, we do. He's definitely a mama's boy, but yeah, there's just something special about a mom, and her son. I just can't even talk about it without getting teary-eyed. I love him so much. It's been really fun.
Both of us can relate to what you're saying. Robin has 2 children, and I have a son, and you know what? It's the best blessing I ever had in my whole life, and I'm sure Robin agrees.
It is.
It looks like you're in the same boat as us with that in that regard.
Can't beat the children. They're special.
Oh no, they are very special. A blessing for sure.
There you go. Well, you're sweet and beautiful, and thank you for being on our show. I know you're with the big time, so it's nice to be. Don't tell anybody, but right now you're on the small time. But don't tell anybody.
It's big time here.
We like to
Marion
pretend.
County.
It's big time.
We like to pretend it's the big time, but
yeah.
Brooke Griffin, you're a very good guest. Thank you for being on. I always stumble over pretty ladies.
I know he does.
Skinny
That's a compliment.
SkinnyMom.com is the website, and also go to the Skinny Mom Facebook page, like I just did. You got one more like at least from me.
Oh, yay.
Thank you, Brooke.
Thank you.
All right, we will be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Pat O'Neill. 5